The phrase, as above, so below, is one of the most profound and ancient principles found in esoteric teachings, notably in Hermetic philosophy. This simple yet powerful statement reflects a universal law that connects the macrocosm, the vast cosmos, with the microcosm, the inner worlds within each of us. In essence, it tells us that the patterns, laws, and structures that govern the heavens also govern the smallest particles inside us. This principle not only forms the basis of many mystical traditions, but is increasingly supported by modern scientific discoveries in physics, biology, and cosmology. From the spiraling arms of galaxies to the double helix of DNA, the universe demonstrates fractal patterns and self-similarity, echoing the Hermetic assertion that the universe is a unified whole reflected in all its parts. This scientific perspective aligns beautifully with spiritual teachings, where the external world mirrors the internal state of consciousness. When we grasp this connection, it becomes clear that by transforming our inner world, our beliefs, thoughts, and emotions, we can influence our external reality. This script will explore this ancient maxim through multiple lenses: the mystical origins of the phrase, its manifestation in nature's fractals, the scientific discoveries that illuminate its truth, and the practical applications of understanding this universal law in daily life. Together, we will dive deep into the mysteries of as above, so below, to uncover how this ancient wisdom is relevant now more than ever in helping us navigate the complexities of modern existence. The phrase, as above, so below, originates from ancient Hermetic philosophy, attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary figure believed to be a synthesis of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth. This maxim is famously found in the Emerald Tablet, a cryptic text dating back to at least the early centuries of the Common Era, which has influenced countless mystical, alchemical, and philosophical traditions. At its core, as above, so below, expresses the idea that the macrocosm, the greater universe, and the microcosm, the individual or smaller systems, are reflections of each other, connected through a universal law of correspondence. This principle is not merely metaphorical. It asserts a fundamental unity underlying reality that patterns, processes, and laws that govern the cosmos also govern the smallest particles within us. Philosophers such as Plato and Aristotle hinted at similar concepts, suggesting the universe is an ordered, harmonious whole. Later mystics and alchemists expanded this idea, seeing the human being as a miniature universe, a microcosm that embodies the entire cosmos in a compact form. This vision stresses the interconnectedness of all things and hints at a hidden, intelligent design that permeates everything. In the spiritual context, this principle invites deep self-awareness. It teaches that understanding ourselves is the key to understanding the universe. The inner world of thoughts, emotions, and consciousness shapes our perception and experience of the outer world. This means the changes we seek in our lives and the world around us must begin within. From a scientific perspective, recent discoveries in quantum physics, cosmology, and biology have begun to echo this ancient wisdom. The universe is no longer seen as a random collection of parts, but as an interconnected whole, where every component influences and is influenced by the others. Scientists observe fractal patterns, repetitive structures visible at different scales in nature and holographic principles, suggesting each part contains the information of the whole. For example, the DNA within each cell carries the blueprint of the entire organism, much like the universe contains the laws that govern all matter and energy. Similarly, galaxies follow dynamic patterns resembling atomic structures, highlighting the cosmic echo of microcosm and macrocosm. The philosophical and scientific views thus converge on a profound insight. Reality is unified, and by understanding this unity, we tap into the fundamental nature of existence. This understanding is not only intellectually satisfying but has practical implications for how we live, grow, and heal. In the following parts of this script, we will explore the scientific phenomena that illustrate, as above, so below, the spiritual significance of this principle, and how it applies in practical ways to transform our lives and our understanding of reality. The phrase, as above, so below, originates from ancient Hermetic philosophy, attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary figure believed to be a synthesis of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth. This maxim is famously found in the Emerald Tablet, a cryptic text dating back to at least the early centuries of the Common Era, which has influenced countless mystical, alchemical, and philosophical traditions. At its core, as above, so below, expresses the idea that the macrocosm, the greater universe, and the microcosm, the individual or smaller systems, are reflections of each other, connected through a universal law of correspondence. This principle is not merely metaphorical. It asserts a fundamental unity underlying reality that patterns, processes, and laws that govern the cosmos also govern the smallest particles within us. Philosophers such as Plato and Aristotle hinted at similar concepts, suggesting the universe is an ordered, harmonious whole. Later, mystics and alchemists expanded this idea, seeing the human being as a miniature universe, a microcosm that embodies the entire cosmos in a compact form. This vision stresses the interconnectedness of all things and hints at a hidden, intelligent design that permeates everything. In the spiritual context, this principle invites deep self-awareness. It teaches that understanding ourselves is the key to understanding the universe. The inner world of thoughts, emotions, and consciousness shapes our perception and experience of the outer world. This means the changes we seek in our lives and the world around us must begin within. From a scientific perspective, recent discoveries in quantum physics, cosmology, and biology have begun to echo this ancient wisdom. The universe is no longer seen as a random collection of parts, but as an interconnected whole, where every component influences and is influenced by the others. Scientists observe fractal patterns, repetitive structures, visible at different scales in nature and holographic principles, suggesting each part contains the information of the whole. For example, the DNA within each cell carries the blueprint of the entire organism, much like the universe contains the laws that govern all matter and energy. Similarly, galaxies follow dynamic patterns resembling atomic structures, highlighting the cosmic echo of microcosm and macrocosm. The philosophical and scientific views thus converge on a profound insight. Reality is unified, and by understanding this unity, we tap into the fundamental nature of existence. This understanding is not only intellectually satisfying, but has practical implications for how we live, grow, and heal. In the following parts of this script, we will explore the scientific phenomena that illustrate, as above, so below, the spiritual significance of this principle, and how it applies in practical ways to transform our lives and our understanding of reality. The phrase, as above, so below, is more than a mere saying. It is a profound spiritual principle that points to the intimate connection between the cosmos and the individual soul. This ancient Hermetic axiom encourages us to recognize that the vast universe and our personal inner worlds are reflections of each other, woven together in an intricate web of meaning and purpose. At its core, this principle teaches that what happens on the cosmic scale is mirrored within us in our minds, hearts, and souls. The stars above are not distant or disconnected from our daily lives. They symbolize universal forces and energies that influence our consciousness and spiritual evolution. Many mystical traditions emphasize this interrelation. For example, in astrology, the positions of celestial bodies are seen as reflecting psychological states or life events. This is not merely superstition, but an acknowledgement of the synchrony between cosmic patterns and human experience, a direct application of as above, so below. Moreover, this principle invites us to explore the nature of reality itself. If the universe outside us mirrors our inner state, then transformation within leads to transformation without. This is why spiritual practices such as meditation, contemplation, and ritual often aim to align the individual with higher cosmic forces, bringing the above into harmony with the below. In practical terms, this means our thoughts, emotions, and intentions have a powerful effect on the reality we create. Modern psychology and neuroscience support this, showing how our mental states influence perception, behavior, and even physical health. The mind's inner universe shapes the outer world, demonstrating a tangible link between inner and outer realities. On a mystical level, Many ancient schools taught that the human being is a microcosm, a miniature reflection of the cosmos or macrocosm. The body, mind, and spirit correspond to cosmic elements earth, air, fire, and water and celestial spheres. This holistic view sees no separation but a continuous flow between us and the universe. Spiritual alchemy, for instance, uses this concept symbolically. The transformation of base metals into gold is a metaphor for the inner transmutation of the soul, turning the lead of ignorance and suffering into the gold of wisdom and enlightenment. This process reflects the cosmic cycles of birth, death, and renewal, mirroring celestial rhythms. Furthermore, the balance implied in "as above, so below" suggests harmony between opposing forces, light and dark, masculine and feminine, order and chaos. This duality exists throughout nature and ourselves. Spiritual growth involves recognizing and integrating these polarities, achieving wholeness and unity. In today's world, this principle can guide us in reconnecting with nature and the cosmos. As we face ecological and social challenges, understanding our interconnectedness reminds us that harming the environment is ultimately harming ourselves. What is below affects what is above, and vice versa. Through this lens, spiritual awakening is not an escape from reality, but a deeper engagement with it. It calls us to live consciously, aware that each action reverberates through the web of existence. In the next part, we will explore how this ancient wisdom manifests in sacred geometry, the shapes and patterns that encode the universe's fundamental order and link the cosmic and earthly realms. Sacred geometry is the visible expression of the ancient principle, "as above, so below." It reveals how the universe is constructed with precise mathematical patterns and shapes, bridging the cosmic above with the earthly below. These geometric patterns are not random. They encode the fundamental laws that govern everything from galaxies to the tiniest atoms. Scientists today have found that nature consistently organizes itself around specific shapes. The spiral of a galaxy mirrors the spiral of a seashell. The hexagonal honeycomb reflects efficiency and harmony found in molecular structures. These recurring forms hint at a universal language, a cosmic blueprint that connects the vast cosmos to the smallest details of life. At the spiritual level, sacred geometry symbolizes the underlying unity between all things. It shows how the above the cosmos, with its stars and planets, is directly connected to the below the earthly world we inhabit, including our own bodies and minds. This connection is visible in the ancient symbols of the flower of life, the seed of life, the Vesica Piscis, and the Metatron's cube, all of which hold profound meanings about creation and existence. For instance, the flower of life pattern is found in ancient temples and art worldwide, suggesting a shared understanding of the cosmos's structure. This symbol represents how life unfolds from a single point of unity into complexity, much like the universe expanding from the Big Bang to form galaxies, stars, and planets. Modern physics supports this idea by demonstrating the interconnectedness of the universe at the quantum level. Quantum entanglement, where particles remain linked regardless of distance, exemplifies the "as above, so below" concept. Distant parts of the universe influence one another instantly, reflecting a deep unity beyond conventional space and time. Additionally, the human body itself embodies sacred geometry. The symmetry of the face, the Fibonacci sequence found in the arrangement of our bones and organs, and the fractal nature of blood vessels show that we are microcosms of the macrocosm. Our physical forms mirror the geometric laws governing the cosmos. This sacred geometry serves as a bridge for spiritual seekers. By meditating on these patterns, many report a sense of harmony, balance, and connection to the greater universe. It becomes a tool for aligning the inner self with cosmic order, manifesting the "as above, so below" principle in personal experience. Furthermore, ancient builders like the Egyptians and Greeks used sacred geometry in their monuments to reflect cosmic harmony on Earth. The pyramids of Giza, for example, align with specific stars, integrating celestial patterns into earthly structures, thus materializing the Hermetic wisdom. In summary, sacred geometry is both a scientific and spiritual key to unlocking the mystery of "as above, so below." It shows us that the universe is an ordered, interconnected whole where cosmic and earthly realities are inseparably intertwined. In the next part, we will delve into how energy fields and vibrations link the cosmic above to our physical reality below, further illustrating this ancient truth. The phrase, "as above, so below," is not just a poetic metaphor. It describes a fundamental reality about how energy and vibration permeate everything in the universe, linking the cosmic above with the earthly below. Modern science and ancient wisdom both reveal that at the most basic level, everything is energy in constant motion, vibrating and resonating in intricate patterns. Physicists tell us that the universe is a vast sea of energy fields. Every particle, every atom, is essentially an energy vibration, oscillating at specific frequencies. These frequencies determine the nature and behavior of matter, shaping everything from distant stars to the cells within our bodies. The Hermetic principle that, as above, so below, expresses this interconnectedness through energy. The vibrations and energies that govern celestial bodies influence the energies on Earth, and vice versa. This is reflected in phenomena like electromagnetic fields, gravitational waves, and even the subtle energy flows studied in various spiritual traditions, such as Qi or Prana. Vibration and resonance are the keys to understanding how energy connects different scales of reality. Resonance occurs when one vibrating system influences another to vibrate at the same frequency. This principle is seen in the way planets influence each other's orbits, how the moon affects Earth's tides, and even in biological rhythms such as heartbeats and brain waves. Ancient mystics and healers understood that by aligning one's personal energy with higher cosmic vibrations, it's possible to achieve balance and harmony, effectively making the above resonate within the below. Practices like meditation, chanting, and breathwork aim to tune the body and mind to these higher frequencies, fostering spiritual awakening and healing. The science of cymatics, which studies how sound vibrations shape physical matter like water or sand, offers tangible proof of this connection. When exposed to specific sound frequencies, matter arranges itself into beautiful, geometric patterns, echoing sacred geometry and showing how invisible energy shapes the visible world. At a cosmic scale, stars and galaxies emit powerful electromagnetic vibrations. These waves travel through space, subtly influencing the energy fields of planets and life forms. Even the cycles of the sun, solar flares, and magnetic storms have measurable effects on Earth's atmosphere and biological systems, suggesting a constant energetic dialogue between the above and below. In human biology, our cells communicate through bioelectrical signals and electromagnetic fields. Research indicates that these subtle energies can be influenced by external cosmic forces, which may explain why some cultures historically timed their rituals and agriculture with celestial events, intuitively understanding the energetic synchronization between the heavens and earth. Moreover, resonance explains phenomena such as entrainment, where people's brainwaves synchronize during group meditation or music, creating collective harmony. This collective energetic alignment mirrors the Hermetic wisdom of unity between macrocosm and microcosm. Ultimately, energy, vibration, and resonance serve as invisible threads weaving the above. At the heart of the phrase, "as above, so below," lies a profound mystery: consciousness itself. Scientific inquiry and spiritual traditions alike point toward consciousness as the key mediator linking the vast cosmic above with our individual, earthly, below. Modern neuroscience explores consciousness as the product of complex brain activity, but this explanation only scratches the surface. Increasingly, quantum physics and philosophy suggest consciousness might not merely emerge from the brain, but could be a fundamental property of the universe, an underlying field connecting all things. The ancient Hermetic sages implied this by stating that the mind and cosmos are reflections of each other. Our inner world is a microcosm mirroring the macrocosm of the universe. This suggests that consciousness is not confined to human experience, but extends beyond, weaving together matter, energy, and information across dimensions. Quantum experiments like entanglement reveal instantaneous connections between particles regardless of distance, hinting that the fabric of reality is interconnected in ways classical physics cannot explain. Consciousness may be the observer and participator in this entangled cosmos, bridging above, the infinite universal mind, and below our physical, personal reality. Many spiritual traditions teach that by expanding consciousness through meditation, prayer, or altered states, individuals can access higher planes of reality, the above. This expanded awareness can influence the below, shaping physical health, emotional balance, and even manifesting changes in the external world. Psychological studies on neuroplasticity confirm that shifts in mental states directly affect physical brain structures and bodily functions. This bidirectional influence between mind and matter illustrates the Hermetic principle. Changes in consciousness, the above, manifest in the physical body and environment, the below. Furthermore, consciousness acts as the lens through which we perceive reality. It shapes our experience, interpretation, and interaction with the world, meaning that our internal state can reflect and influence external reality. This dynamic interplay exemplifies, as above, so below, as a living principle in daily life. The concept of the unified field in physics aligns with this idea. It theorizes a fundamental field of energy and information from which all matter and consciousness emerge. If consciousness is an integral part of this field, then by tuning into this universal awareness, individuals tap into a cosmic intelligence that guides existence. Recent studies in consciousness science also explore phenomena like near-death experiences and collective consciousness, suggesting that awareness transcends individual limits and connects to a broader universal mind. These findings resonate deeply with mystical teachings about the unity of all existence. Ultimately, consciousness is the bridge that allows the above and below to interact, influencing one another across scales and realities. By expanding and refining our consciousness, we align with the universal patterns and laws encoded in the cosmos, making the Hermetic wisdom not just a mystical phrase, but a practical guide for living in harmony with reality. In the final part, we will explore how this profound interconnectedness reflected in as above, so below can be applied to transform our lives, societies, and even our planet. The timeless Hermetic principle, as above, so below, is not just abstract philosophy. It holds practical power to transform how we live, think, and interact with the world. Understanding the deep interconnectedness between the macrocosm, the cosmos, universe, and the microcosm, our inner world, society, planet, reveals that change in one reflects and creates change in the other. At a personal level, this means that by cultivating inner harmony, clarity, and conscious intention, we influence our external reality. Our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs shape the energy we emit, which resonates with the environment and attracts corresponding experiences. Modern science confirms this through studies on the placebo effect, psychoneuroimmunology, and the power of mindset on health and well-being. Spiritually, as above, so below, invites us to see ourselves as active participants in a living, conscious universe. By aligning with cosmic principles such as balance, rhythm, polarity, and cause-effect, we attune our lives to the natural flow of existence. Practices like meditation, energy work, and mindfulness help expand awareness of this connection, leading to greater peace, creativity, and empowerment. On a societal scale, this principle teaches that the collective consciousness, the above, shapes cultural norms, governance, and global trends, the below. When societies embrace unity, compassion, and ecological stewardship, these values manifest in laws, technologies, and social structures. Conversely, disharmony and disconnection at the collective level lead to conflict and environmental crises. This understanding urges us to cultivate consciousness not just individually, but collectively. Movements toward global cooperation, sustainability, and social justice reflect an awakening to the interconnected web of life. Each individual's shift in awareness contributes to the larger transformation. In the physical realm, recognizing the microcosm-macrocosm link encourages responsible stewardship of the Earth. Our planet is a living system, intricately connected with cosmic cycles, solar rhythms, planetary alignments, and energetic flows influence climate, biology, and human consciousness. Honoring these connections through sustainable living and respect for nature echoes the ancient Hermetic wisdom. Science and spirituality are converging around this principle. Reality is a holistic, interconnected system where consciousness and matter co-create existence. Quantum physics, systems theory, ecology, and consciousness studies all highlight the dynamic unity underlying apparent diversity. Ultimately, as above, so below, is a call to awaken to perceive the invisible threads connecting all life, to harmonize inner and outer worlds, and to consciously participate in the unfolding evolution of the universe. This principle offers a blueprint for transformation, healing, and empowerment at every level. By embracing this wisdom, we become co-creators of reality, shaping a future where the harmony of the cosmos is reflected in the beauty, balance, and vitality of our lives and the world around us.